Hello children, today we will learn about the calculations in a spreadsheet. As you can see that I have opened Microsoft Excel here and we will learn about the formulas and function in Excel today. I have created a table. I have created a table here where I have added student's name over here, and in front of the students the marks secured by that particular student in 3 different tests, that is test 1, test 2 and test 3. Now using the formula, how can we calculate the sum of all these tests and how can we calculate the average? So in this worksheet I will tell you that how can we calculate the sum using the formula. As you can see, this is for the formula. So here we need to calculate the sum. So when we are using the formula in Excel, every time you must put equals to sign before each and every formula. If you will not put equal to sign, your formula will not work and it will be considered as text only. So we need to write a formula for calculating the sum of test 1, test 2 and test 3. So as you can see, I have put equals to. After that I need to calculate. I need to select the cell. This is B3. Now I need to press the plus sign, select the next one, again press the plus sign and now select the third test. As you can see, this formula is ready. Equals to B3, this is B3, C3, this is C3 and plus D3 and this is D3 cell. It has been selected, right? So if I press enter key, the addition has been calculated. Right, this is the addition of this B3 cell, C3 and D3. So this was the formula and you can see the formula in this formula bar over here. So here also the same thing we need. So again press equals to, select the first cell, press test 2, press test 3 and press enter. We have got the addition of these 3 cells. If we want to find out the addition of Sujata, Suman and Sumit also, so we can copy the formula, right? We can copy the formula. We can press Ctrl C for copying the formula. Press Ctrl V and again Ctrl V. As you can see, the total has been calculated automatically. See, the formula is changed. This is a formula for calculating the addition, but the cell address is changed. In this cell, the values of this particular cell, this B3, C3 and D3 has been taken. Now if we talk about this is E6 cell. You can see this is E column and 6 row from here. So the addition of this particular cell, that is E6, it is the addition of this B6. You can see over here, this is addition of B6, C6 and D6. This is how we can copy the formula. Now if we talk about the average, how to calculate the average? Usually in your maths notebook, you need to press the equals to and average is calculated. Suppose this is the total. So total is being, this is the E3 cell. It is being divided by 1, 2 and 3. Okay? So this is the sum of 3 tests. So if we divided it by 3, the average can be calculated. So this is the average. You can copy Ctrl C, Ctrl V, Ctrl V, Ctrl V and again Ctrl V. Okay? So this is how we can calculate the sum and average using the formula. In sheet 2, I have created the same table over here. Now we will solve the sum and average using the built-in functions. Dear children, built-in functions are functions which are already stored stored in the memory of Microsoft Excel. So as we will write the name of the function, computer understands that what is the meaning of the sum, right? So this is sum equals to sum. Sum is a function here, sum functions. As we will write sum, computer will understand that the computer is going to add the numbers. So which numbers it is going to add? We need to select the range from B3, as you can see, B3 to D3. This is B3, C3 and D3. This colon means 2. B3 to D3. You need to close the bracket, press enter. The addition has been calculated. Here also, if you want to compare 218 and here also 218. So if you want to copy the formula, so I want to show you once again. Equals to sum is to be written, bracket start. Select the range of cells for which you need to calculate the sum, parenthesis closed, and press enter. So here also, if you want to copy the formula, in the last sheet when I copied the formula, I used Ctrl C and Ctrl V. There is one more way to copy the formula. If you want to copy the formula, as you can see that if I am rotating my mouse pointer, this kind of plus sign is available. But under the formula, when you take it down, so this plus sign has been changed. So this plus is different. It is used to select the cells. But if you want to copy the cells or copy the formula, so we have to take our mouse pointer at the bottom right corner of that particular cell. You can drag it down, the formula will be copied and data will be filled automatically. So this is known as autofill option, and we can say this is copying the formula as well. Now we talk about the average. Here for calculating the average, we have divided this particular value by 3. So how do we use the average function over here? This is equals to, and after the equals to, if we use average, A-V-E-R-A-G-E, this is average, and you average, you select, and you can select all these 3 cells and close the parenthesis. Now you press enter. As you can see, the average has been calculated. So this is known as, this is a built-in function. Average is a function, and here we have used, here you can see that this is a formula which we have created ourselves. Okay, so this is what. Now if we want to copy that formula of average in all these cells, so we need to take our mouse pointer at the bottom right corner of this particular cell. Now we can drag and the formula will be copied, right? So this is how we can use the built-in functions in our Excel sheet. There are some more functions which are there, and the simple functions, suppose this count function, if we want, what is the use of the count function? The count function is used to count the number of cells containing numbers. Suppose I want to count these many, so how many students are there, right? So if we use counts equals to count, bracket start. If we select the number of cells from here, from beginning to the last cell, close the parenthesis, press enter. So sorry, it will be applied on the numerical values, that is count. So you need to select 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. They are total number of 5 cells which contains value, and we have used the count function for it. So this is the formula bar where you can see that what is being used. Okay. So the next function we'll be using is minimum. If we want to calculate the minimum marks from all these sums, who is the child who has scored minimum marks? If I am writing here minimum, right? So minimum marks. So So we will be writing the function for equals to minimum. So we will be writing only min and select the cell, beginning the parenthesis and this, close the parenthesis. So 218 is the minimum marks which is scored by a child and his name is Amit, right? 218 is a minimum score. It means minimum value in these cells. If we want to find out the maximum value or the maximum marks, so how can we find out the maximum marks? For that, we need to use equals to max and select the range of numbers from where we want to find out that what is the maximum number. So press enter. 245 is the maximum number among all these values. So the maximum marks in these number of cells for 245 is the maximum number and 218 is the minimum number. So we can find out the maximum and minimum using this minimum function, and for find out the maximum for using this maximum function. So dear students, if we want to find out the power function, power, right? Suppose I'm having 5 over here. So let me open the new worksheet. I'm increasing the size. If you want to find out the power, suppose 5 is here and I'm taking 2. If we want to find out the power, what do you mean by the power? Power means 5 multiplied by 5, right? How do we write? 5 multiplied by 5 equals to 25. So this is the meaning of power, right? So how can we find out the calculation automatically using the power functions? This is the number 5 and 2 is the power. Okay? So this is the number we can write. This is the number and this is the power. So here we want to find out the power equals to, and here you need to write down the function power. So it will be this one, this number, comma, here you need to write the comma, the second number, parenthesis close, and this is 25. Okay. Suppose you want the square or the power of 3, suppose, and you want to specify 4 for this 3. So what it should be? It should be 3 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 3. What it should be? We just calculate 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27 and 27 3s are you need to find out. Now the computer will calculate automatically. Equals to power, this first number, comma, the power and break parenthesis close and press enter. So this is way, this is 81 is the answer. So if we calculate 3 raised to power 4, so answer will be 81. And likewise, if we want to calculate the square root. So how can we calculate square root? Suppose we want to find out the square root right? How to find out? Suppose I am having a number 25. So square root of 25 will be equals to SQRT, and we have to find out the square root of this number. Enter. 5 is the square root, right? If we have 121 here and we want to find the square root of this, SQRT, this number, parenthesis close and enter. So this is the square root we can find out. If we want to convert a number or an alphabet into lower and uppercase, right? Suppose I am writing here my name. It is in lowercase, right? If we want all the alphabets or all these alphabets of this particular name to be written in capital letters, okay? So how it can be? Equals to upper, upper, select this cell. So whatever is there in the cell, that will be converted into capital letters. Suppose I am changing over here, I am adding A over here. Okay? So what happens? Automatically the value has been changed. And if I am selecting, suppose this is computer, right? And if we want to convert this word in small letters, then equals to, lower you can write, select the cell, close the parenthesis and press enter, right? So this is the use of this lower function. So all these functions have been included. One more thing is left, that is auto sum feature. Also I want to explain you. Suppose auto sum. Here this is the sheet. Suppose I am copying this sheet, okay, in a new worksheet. Control C, Control, right? So I'm increasing the size over here. How auto sum means automatically sum has been calculated, auto sum feature. If we want to, if I'm writing total over here, okay, and selecting and providing the borders, if we want to calculate the addition of test 1, test 2 and test 3 of the children, right? So if we select these cells and click on this auto sum feature, as you can see, I have selected these cells for which calculation is to be done. Now I'm going to press the auto sum feature. Automatically addition has been done automatically. I have not done anything. Select this auto sum, it has been done. By clicking on this, if I drag it down, the formula will be copied and automatically the calculation or the formula is being copied. So this is how you can do. Thank you so much.